Hi guys! In this video, I will be talking about the balanced diet, which is important for our pets. Whether it is a dog or a cat, it is very important that their nutrition is well balanced, and it is according to their needs. So here we will be talking about what all things are required in a balanced diet, how much quantity of it is required, and what all things should be avoided. Coming to the first nutrient that is required, that is carbohydrate. Now, carbohydrate is not so important because our dogs and cats are carnivorous in nature, but still they require some amount of carbohydrate. If you feed your pet with low carbohydrate diet, then that would be best. But they need some amount of it. You can feed your pet with brown rice, oats, barley, quinoa, sweet potato, pumpkin, peas, and green mung. These are the good sources of carbohydrates. The ideal amount of carbohydrate, which your pet should be getting, is around 10 to 25% of their total calories. Next, we come to protein. Protein is the most important nutrient for your pet because your pet is a carnivore by nature. They need good amount of protein for their muscle, for their skin, for their fur, for their hair, and hence it is the most important thing. The best source of protein for your pet would be meat. Meat can be in the form of chicken, mutton beef, pork, or any other meat which you are comfortable giving to your pet. Apart from this, if you are a vegetarian, then you can also give egg as a source of protein to your pet. Then comes the turn of fats. Fats are also an important source for your pet, and fats also give energy to your pet. In fact, fats are the most concentrated source of energy. Also, fats help in absorption of certain vitamins, which are fat-soluble, like vitamin A, D, E, and K. They also help in maintaining a healthy skin and a shiny coat. The ideal amount of fat that your pet should be receiving is around 10 to 30% of their total calories. Good sources of fats would be meat, chicken, fish, as well as eggs. Now coming to vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are the micronutrients which are required in very small amounts, but their deficiency leads to severe problems. For example, vitamin A is very important for your pet's vision. Vitamin D is important for their bone health. Calcium is also important for their bone health. Iodine is very important for thyroid functioning. So these are the things which are required in very small amounts. Ideally, if you are feeding a balanced diet to your pet, then there should not be any deficiency of these vitamins and minerals. But still, if you feel that your pet may be deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, then you can go for a multivitamin supplement. Please avoid giving any single vitamin or mineral supplement, unless and until advised by your vet, because overdosage of these things can lead to very serious complications. So it is always better to go for a multivitamin supplement, which has all these things in a very well balanced and controlled amount. Other than this, fiber is something which is required by your pet, especially for their digestive health. This can be in the form of insoluble or soluble fiber. The good sources of fiber would be the vegetables and fruits which you are giving to your pet. The ideal amount of fiber that you can give to your pet is around 4 to 6%. Other than this, omega-3 fatty acids are also required by your pet. Again, these are also a part of a balanced diet. If you are giving a balanced diet to your pet, then the amount of omega-3 fatty acids would be sufficient. There is no need of giving any extra supplement unless and until advised by your vet. Now coming to the water requirement. Water is the most important thing because around 60% of the body of your pet is made up of water. So you have to make sure that your pet gets sufficient water during the day. During hot summer, it becomes very important to give your pet water during the day at regular intervals so that your pet does not get dehydrated. Also, after a walk or a run when your pet comes home, it is very important that you give them water so that they rehydrate themselves Also, when you are giving water to your pet, please make sure that the bowl is fresh and clean. Do not give your pet stagnant water, because that can lead to health issues, like urinary tract infection or even kidney infection. Next, we come to the amount of food that you should be giving to your pet. The amount of food that you should be giving to your pet depends on certain factors, like the age of your pet, breed of your pet, size of your pet, and the activity level of your pet. If your pet is a puppy or a kitten, then they require more amount of food because they are growing, their body is developing, so they require more amount of food. Also, certain breeds which are larger in size require more amount of food as compared to the smaller breeds. If your pet is more active during the day, then also you have to increase the amount of food. So these are the factors which depend on the amount of food that you should be giving to your pet. If you are not sure how much amount of food you should be giving to your pet, then you can always contact your vet, who would be the best person to guide you regarding how much amount of food you should be giving to your pet on a daily basis. Now, coming to the frequency of feeding your pet. If you are a person who feeds your pet with dry food, then you can leave the food for your pet throughout the day. Dry food does not get spoiled easily, and it stays for a longer period of time. Whereas if you are a person who feeds your pet with wet food, then you have to make sure that you change the food every 8 to 10 hours, because wet food can get spoiled, and it can lead to stomach upset for your pet. So if you are feeding a wet diet to your pet, then make sure that you change the food every 8 to 10 hours. Ideally, it is better to split the food into 2 meals. This would be 1 meal in the morning and 1 meal in the evening. Now, coming to the most important point, what all things should be avoided in a balanced diet. First thing that you should avoid is that do not give any kind of junk food to your pet. These can be chips, fries, chocolates, etc. These things are not at all good for your pet. They do not have any nutritional value. Also, they spoil your pet's appetite for good food. Next thing that you should avoid is giving any kind of spicy or oily food to your pet. These things are not good for their digestion, and also, they cause obesity. Next thing you should avoid is giving leftovers to your pet. Although some leftovers might be fine for your pet, but some leftovers might contain certain things which are toxic for your pet. For example, leftover chicken might contain certain bones, which might be harmful for your pet's digestion. So it is always better to avoid giving leftovers to your pet. Next thing that you should avoid is giving any kind of dairy products to your pet, especially milk. Most of the pets are lactose intolerant. Also, it causes obesity and weight gain. And next thing that you should avoid is giving any kind of alcohol to your pet. Alcohol is very harmful for your pet. It can cause certain liver disorders, as well as other health issues. So these were the things which are important for a balanced diet of your pet. By following all these things, you can make sure that your pet is having a balanced diet, and it leads to a happy and healthy life. So take care of your pet, give them a balanced diet, and love them a lot, because they are the part of our family, and they also deserve to be happy and healthy. I hope you find this video useful. If you have any queries, please ask me in the comments section below. I will try my best to answer each and every query. Thank you.